Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back, either one. So today we have a Katsuki Bakugou X-Depressed listener. So the author had a little bit of a note before we read. So this one shot has no quirks and it's a modern AU. It also involves depression and mentions of suicide and suicidal thoughts. So please, if you think any of those things will trigger you, please click off of the video now. I don't want anything bad happening to anybody. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start. So another quick thing before we start, I just want to say I'm really sorry to the person who requested this because I could not find your comment that had the link to the fanfiction that I was supposed to read, but I really hope this one will suffice. Either way, I hope you enjoy. Let's just get started, this time for real though. I'm not sad. I just feel alone, confined in a small space where everyone's back is turned towards me. I'm not sad. I was just paranoid that people I cared about deeply might abandon me. You know, forget about me. Were you even listening to me? Katsuki said, hearing a low growl bubbling in his throat. I nodded slowly, looking at the math textbook in front of me. Damn, I suck at school. Then again, I suck in general. I should be thankful that Katsuki was sitting in the library with me, tutoring me, but all I could think about was anywhere else that I'd rather be. Then what's the fucking formula? I looked down at the numbers, but that's all they were. Numbers. I shrugged, not feeling like putting in the work. Then, the sound of a fist slamming against the table rang in my ear. I looked up at Katsuki, who glared down at me. He thinks you're useless, that you can't be helped. You're the dumb bitch who liked him too. I gulped at his next move. The voice inside my head filled up with what-ifs. I agreed to help you, but you don't even give a shit. Stop wasting my damn time, listener, he grumbled before packing up his bag and walking away. Look what you did now. He's not gonna want you. You wasted his time. I frowned, shaking away the guilt. What was wrong with me? I quickly packed up my stuff, which wasn't much, before exiting out of the library in a hurry. Was I too late? He wasn't in sight no matter where I looked. I sighed, feeling more dejected than before. I guess I'll just see him at school tomorrow. Time skip? Another D, listener. Miss Bishop looked down at me, holding the test that I just failed in front. I looked anywhere else in the empty classroom other than her, giving me some time to think of an excuse. These after-school meetings became a norm for me, so it wasn't anything new or surprising. I just hated how she looked at me, just like everyone else. She sighed. Should we resort to a tutor? You know the library is open after school. I nodded. I am going to the library and someone's helping me, I finally said, looking up. Okay, I hope to see some results, she said before letting out another sigh. I took the test from her hand before leaving the classroom. So stupid. Did you see the looks of pity she gave you? Not even she cares for a dumb student like you. You slammed into something hard before tumbling backwards to the floor. Sorry, I mumbled before looking up to see Katsuki? I just stare at him and I didn't notice his hand held out to help me before hearing him grunt. Oh, thanks. I took his hand in mine before he pulled me up with ease. He nodded before looking down by my feet. What was he doing? He bent down to pick up a white piece of paper, which was my shitty test. Shit. I tried to grab it, but he was too fast. I internally facepalmed, seeing his nose scrunch from scanning the paper. Failure. Ugh, that stupid voice, go away. Give it back, Bakugou. I tried reaching for it again, but he pulled it further away from me. He finally looked away from the test and looked at me with an unreadable expression. He probably thinks you're a waste of space. I frowned, but then he said, Meet me in the library after school. I stared at him, confused by his words. Why? Why do you think? To help you get your crappy grades up. Katsuki cocked his eyebrow at me and my heart leaped slightly. Just slightly. He wants to help me? Out of pity. Oh, yeah, probably. I just noticed while watching him fold my test neatly before stuffing it in his pocket and walking away. I just really wanted to go home after school today. To lie in my bed and drift into sleep I wished to never wake up from. Today was really going to be the day. But something compelled me to go, and not even the monster inside my head could tell me otherwise. Time skip. I felt awkward staying outside the library alone. He was nowhere in sight. Maybe it was just too good to be true. Maybe I spent too much time reading those damn cliché stories. I'm still amazed by the fact that Katsuki offered to tutor me now that I look at it. It seemed like a joke. Hey, why didn't you go inside and grab a table? I snapped my head to Katsuki with his usual scowl. He actually came. Sorry, it's just... I don't care, he said before walking into the library. Of course he wouldn't care. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I followed him inside like a puppy and searched for an empty table among the filled ones. Katsuki mumbled something under his breath which probably wasn't good, and something along the lines of how I wasted his time. There. My eyes followed Katsuki's finger to where he pointed. We settled in the corner of the library where there was a small table set. I sighed, staring at the big math textbook laid out in front of me, once again. Why are you helping me? Crap, I didn't mean to blurt that out, but it was too late. Well, you obviously fucking needed it, don't ya? He tapped his pencil against the wooden table. I just stayed quiet because it was true. I needed all the help I could get, but my stomach dropped a bit, feeling the disappointment. Why were you expecting something more when you knew you would get let down? After another hour of nonstop and agonizing studying, we took a break. An awkward and silent break. I have to be somewhere, so pack it up. He grunted, staring at his phone. I nodded, not sure if he saw, but I did what I was told either way. And listener, I helped you because... I stared intently at him while he tried to figure out the words he wanted to say. I'm a hella nice person, that's why. I snorted at his aggressive answer, and that left me pondering. I'm not dumb. He seemed a bit rattled with his answer. Was he planning on saying something else? Whatever you say, Bakugou. And I found myself smiling. It's an everyday emotion I had failed to show genuinely for the past year. Look, if you really need my help, I could meet you here every Wednesday. Katsuki mumbled the last part too fast, and I could almost not hear him, but I did. He never fails to surprise me. Great, you get to embarrass yourself in front of him every Wednesday. I didn't see it like that, though. For once I disagreed with the voice inside my head. Actually, that would be great. I squeaked, unintentionally hoping to sound cool, but I guess not. Okay, just don't waste my time, Katsuki demanded, and I nodded. No promise. See you after school, then. I looked up to see him already packed up and ready to leave. Huh? Tomorrow? I lost my track of time and let days fly by when I didn't care anymore. Should I start keeping track again? Oh, tomorrow. I exhaled before you walked away. I watched him exit through the library doors and then finally slumped in my chair, not realizing I had been holding my breath the entire time. Another, small but genuine smile climbed its way onto my face. There was going to be a tomorrow. No, it was supposed to be done today. You were supposed to die today. No. I heard the voice, but it somehow seemed quieter than before. I chuckled a little. I'm not sad, because there was going to be a tomorrow with him. Okay, so that's the end of it. I want to apologize to the person who requested this, because, well, basically what happened is I was trying to find your comment and I couldn't find it, and I went through every video and I forgot to save the link to the fanfiction that you wanted me to read, but I still hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah. Alright, goodbye!